It's Accountex 2023. We are in London. We are on the Chaser stand here, and I'm here with the delightful Sonia Dorais. Hello to you.
Thank you for having me.
It's lovely to have you on the show. Now, you're here
nice
every year. How many Accountexes have you done now?
This is my 7th.
Wow.
I used to come to Accountex when it was run by Prism.
Yes, you were a teenager then, weren't you?
Yes. I was actually talking, 5 years ago I was here with my newborn strapped to my...
Oh boy.
To my... Yeah.
How does it feel in terms of how it's evolved, Sonia, over the years, the whole show?
I think it's become the event now that every single person in the industry needs to go to.
Why is it
It's a not-miss event. We all see each other, we all catch up here. I think there are people that I see once a year and it's here at Accountex.
Yes.
And I think it's also the scale has ballooned. It's easily 3 times the size that it was when I first started coming here.
Yeah. How do you measure return on an event like this? Because it's the flagship event for you, isn't it? It's a good investment, but you've got to make sure you get a return from it.
So I think for events like Accountex, we can't measure the returns solely on the number of new leads that we get or how many interactions that we meet. I think it's a lot about market visibility
brand
awareness. And it's also the opportunity to talk with our partners and other app partners, get inspired by what they're doing. There's some other companies here that are doing really cool things, and that's a lot of source of inspiration for my team. I think it's also really good for employee morale and engagement. After COVID, we did a lot of remote work, and now it's like everyone gets the chance to interact, and that's quite invigorating and exciting. So I think we can't measure it in terms of numbers. It's got to be much more macro than that.
And for those people watching who are not aware of Chaser, tell us about what you do.
So at Chaser, we do accounts receivable software. We essentially help credit controllers, accounts receivable clerks, automate the invoice process from when it gets reconciled from your accounting system. If it's not been paid, we can set up automatic chasing, and that can be via SMS or email. And when it does get paid, it gets automatically reconciled. It pushes that information back to your accounting system, so you then don't need to worry about going back into your system, stopping the schedule or anything like that. It's all done automatically for you. Saves our customers a tremendous amount of time. And it also limits, because we've got some best practice policies in place within the app, I think most of our customers reduce their day sales outstanding by quite a significant amount. And that really helps businesses, especially at this time where some people are really struggling to actually pay their invoices.
Do you sell direct to businesses or to accountants or to both?
We've got both. So we are predominantly direct to business, but the accountancy space is hugely beneficial to us because they're our voice to the market.
They serve those businesses.
They serve those businesses.
They're
they
the
are
trusted
experts.
Advisor.
They're the trusted advisor. We work closely with accountants. They mean a lot to us. And we have had very close relationships with accountants for a certain amount of years now. And so we do a lot for them as a measure of gratitude that we have for the accountancy space. They don't necessarily use us themselves.
Sure.
Perhaps for their own practice, actually.
No.
But not necessarily for their customers.
What kind of conversations have you been having on the stand? This is day 2, so yesterday was very busy for you.
Yeah, I think a combination of both. How can you help our clients? A lot of accountants here today. How can you help our clients? What is it going to do to help our clients? And how would the process look like if they were to bring us in and help their clients? And a lot of conversations as well about the technology of Chaser. How does it actually work? There's some conceptions as well that, what if you set up automatic chasing? It looks automated. Our clients aren't going to like that. Well, that's where some of our features and functionality come into play. So we've been showing people how to make the emails and the messages look human. We've showed them as well. There's a concern as well, like what if the emails keep chasing after a customer has paid? Then it looks really automated. It can upset some people. Yeah. And so we've been able to show them, how the sync works and how it'll stop the chasing if you've been paid. So different things like that has been quite useful for us.
Yeah, and I'm wondering what kind of shape Chaser is in. We come out of the pandemic now.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on with technology and R&D. There's a lot going on with the economy. Private equity money and venture capital money and funding, that's all changing as well. So tell us a little bit about the state of the business and what your plans are for the future.
Thank you for asking that. It's definitely been a whirlwind in the last number of years, and definitely a learning experience for me as a first-time CEO in the last 3 years. Chaser, I would say, is today in the best position that it has been, both financially and technologically. We've done a lot of changes in our app, refactoring, and a lot of changes in how our financials have been, and we're in the most comfortable position that we've ever been.
Sounds like a lot of consolidation.
A lot of consolidation. We've got the most exciting product roadmap in place for the next 12 months, and I couldn't be in a happier position today.
I wanted to ask you about the future. What excites you most about the next 2 or 3 years for Chaser?
There's two things.
Two things.
One is we've done a lot of work now to get our data in place, and
There's a lot of data about, Sonia, isn't there?
We've got our data in a very good place right now. We've just released our first, and I will say just our first, without revealing too much, our first machine learning algorithm that pulls out payer ratings last month, and it's the first of many to come. And I think that's going to be a game changer for accountants, for our customers. And aside from that, we've got additional functionality that's coming to further automate the work that credit controllers must do. And I think the next 6 to 12 months are going to be revolutionary in terms of the credit control space for the SME. A lot of enterprise level credit control automation companies are already offering at the enterprise level, at the enterprise price point, features and functionality that are soon going to be available to the SME at affordable prices.
Yes. And in terms of the Chaser presence at Accountex, you're looking around, you've seen how busy it is. Do you think next year just the same, or have you got plans to take up more space and launch more of what you're doing to the world?
That's a really good question. We're discussing it right now. I love this spot.
Yes. I interviewed you here last year, Sonia.
I have an emotional attachment to this location. But yes,
you've got to go sideways if you go anywhere, don't you?
I know. So my heart tells me I would love this spot, love this location, want to be here again next year. My marketing team might have different plans, so it's going to be a little bit of a negotiation this afternoon when we're back talking to the Accountex team about renewing.
And finally, Sonia, how important are the discussions, not with accountants and businesses, but with your fellow vendors here? Strategic partnerships and collaborations and other providers and suppliers?
That is the best part of, for me as the CEO, I think the team here, the commercial team is managing the stand. For me as the CEO, going in and being able to talk to Sage, being able to talk to Lightyear, being able to talk also to our competitors and get inspiration. I think, I'm of the opinion that competitors exist for a lot of good. I support my competitors. They're my source of inspiration. I want to see them succeed. Their success is my success.
That's great.
So it's really nice, actually, just to be here and be able to collaborate with them and hear their thoughts and bounce ideas off of each other.
Well, we can see your passion, Sonia, and you've been in this game a long time, so you're definitely up for the fight, and exciting times for Chaser in the future. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Rob. So nice to see you.